Downtown, I got that heat, let's go.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in
welcome. Thanks for everyone hanging out with us. Thank you, Alban, for joining me today.
What's up?
All right. Nice to see everybody. We got 32, 33 people rolling up in the house. We had a little bit of jam going on at the beginning. So that's Chosen Beats. I've got paid for the version of it. I try to be legit, paid for my music. chosenbeats.bandcamp.com. He's got tons of music on there. Be sure if you want to check that out. I'll post the link in just a minute, and you guys can go there and check it out. Check out what he's got, and get you some royalty-free music and put it on your channel. And I probably could edit that down to about 2 minutes, but gives you time to it gives us all time. It's time for Alban to shut his damn window, and so thanks for everyone hanging. How are you doing, bud?
I'm hanging in there, man. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
It feels like since we didn't have a show on Wednesday, he's
lost.
I am lost because I really didn't watch any movies. I've been catching up on a lot of TV shows that I needed to catch up on, and I'm glad I did that. But now I still got a lot of movies to catch up on since quite a few came out.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that today. Actually, that was one of the topics I forgot to say, that we were going to talk about the new movies that popped up this week. So, I'll say not just this week. We're going to talk about the movies that popped up in the last couple weeks. There's been a plethora of movies. There's your big word of the day, plethora. So a lot of movies. So that's going to be one of our topics. Let's go ahead and say hey to everyone that's jumped in here on the chat. We see Steve Franklin, the first one in the chat. He was here at 3:18. He was here an hour and 45 minutes early. Thanks for hanging. If he's still here, I don't even know if Steve is still with us.
Right.
Sohail. 4 o'clock.
That's the man.
Awesome. Portugal. He's always here early. Eddie, thank you for joining us, Eddie. Red is here. Thank you for joining us, bud. Miss Gloria White, thank you for hanging out with us. Canuck Gal, she's with us today, so maybe we'll see her now, or we may see her in the after show. Again, we do an after show, which is open. I'll put links out there in my Telegram group, and first come, first serve to get in on that group. In the channel, only can have 10 people on the show. And it's not on the show; it's just in the Telegram group or in the StreamYard room. It's not broadcasted, so 10 people get in, and once 10 people are in, it's full. And unless somebody leaves, you can't get in. So it is what it is on that. So we'll post that after the show, and so you never know. That's a good show. That's always a good time. I mean, you never know what might go on during that time.
Do you have to work tomorrow?
Yeah, but I'll be all right. But see, I schedule myself, since I have the power of the pencil, making the schedule. I always schedule myself to go in at 9:30 on Saturday.
Okay.
So I'm a little smart on it. Power of the pencil. Classy Mouse, which she joined my Streaming Matters group. I saw that today.
Oh, great.
So welcome. Thank you for joining us on the show. Thank you for joining the Telegram group. Hope we can help you. Luis, nice to see you. Evelyn, thank you for hanging out with us. Roger, what's it? TDBNZ. TBZ. I don't know how. TDBZ.
Well, that's come from New Zealand, so
Yeah. So thank you for hanging with us. Thank you for hanging. Shrinking Sharon, I saw her just this morning. I was on her show.
Oh.
Dead Man Walking. Now I seen him I think he's in my Telegram group. I know he's in GoTo's group and maybe a couple other groups. I've never seen him on the show over here, but thank you for joining in with us.
Yeah.
Let's see who else we got. New Peter. Thank you, Peter from Bonnie, Scotland.
All right.
And look at there with the Oculus, and that is one of the other items that I am this close to buying. I've been holding out. I've been wanting to. So let's see. Celtic Lad, thank you for hanging with us. Shrinking Sharon saying hi to everybody. And again, if you're watching this on Facebook, you'll want to jump over on my YouTube channel where we're able to see the chat. People can put chat over there, and I'm able to throw it over here onto the the regular show. So everyone's Damon. How are you doing, bud? I ain't seen you in a while. Best for Cody. If you guys remember Best for Cody blogs, he was one of the contributors for that. Did a great job. We highly. I think they closed down all the Best for Cody stuff. I don't remember seeing them anymore, but long time. I enjoyed their stuff. They've been on a lot of stuff.
You forgot Corey.
Oh, I know. I jumped up too far. All right. Yeah, Corey. Sorry. I get jumping around there. Octavia's hanging with us. Thank you. Shinobi hanging with us. Ta-da! Nice.
Wow.
And look at the beach caught that plethora of crappily. So hey, Forrest, one of the guys I work with, he's hanging out with me today. Yeah, he usually watches my show and tells me that he hangs in for a little while. We came for a little while. Penn.
Yay, Ben.
Tribalize, thank you for joining us. Asha, thank you for joining us. What was it? The City Troll. Oh, that always makes me nervous. Can anybody point me to a good build to refresh Supreme builds? I'll touch on that just for a moment. Cody App's website has a lot of good builds. You can go through. There's numerous wizards on there, and one of the things about a lot of those wizards that are on there, most of them have multiple builds within their wizard. Seaman's or Slam's wizard, or is Ezraman's wizard? I think has it. The Cruise. The Cruise Wizard. A lot of those wizards have multiple builds on there. So take a look at that. That's a great place to look. Also, if you join my Streaming Matters Telegram group, some people may give you other suggestions, because one of the things about Cody App's website, if it has builds with IPTV services in it, he doesn't post those in there. He's trying to keep it to where they're builds that are not tied to an IPTV service. So so there's numerous big name stuff that's not on there. I want to say like the Diggs is not going to be in there because they tie to some of their IPTV subs services that you're able to get if you want. So he doesn't post it in there. So a couple options there for you. So let's see. Okay, so we got that going.
No, you guys got a couple
Magic Beer.
people.
All right, so this is funny because do you remember Romper Room? Did you ever see Romper Room? And she had the mirror, and she's like, "I see Jimmy," and I swear, I think of the same thing, Forrest, whenever I'm going through these names because it gets to me a lot. I see Jimmy, and I see Joey. Oh, is that Heather over there? So yeah. All right. So like to say hi to everybody. Hey, Blades, what's up? So, Michael, Trevor, and we got lots of people in here. So, hey, Troop, thank you for joining us. So, let's go ahead and get cranking in this, and so we don't spend too much time. We already done 15 minutes into the show. So, yeah. All right, so someone else might have took it over. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, talk to me. Hit me up on Telegram if you want to jump on the show just to run what's going on with you. Let me know. You're more welcome to jump on here. Again, a contributor from way back that used to do blogs and stuff way before other people were doing it. In his blog, their blogs were very unbiased. That was one good thing about Best for Cody. They really tried to be unbiased about a lot of their content. So, and the other thing is they actually would research stuff and know it when they would go to post. So that was always good to have full information when you knew that you got the correct information. They didn't post just to try to be the first one out there. They wanted to be the correct information. So, so we got a few topics that we're going to talk about today. You guys may have seen them on the show description below that I posted. There are some of our topics. We also have room that if you have a topic that you want to bring up and us to talk about it, post it over here. Alban will keep his eye out for that, and he'll send it over as a private chat. So one of the things, and we talk about a lot of cord cutting on here. We talk about cord cuttings that's free. We talk about paid services. We talk about other options. One of the best option is PlutoTV. I always suggest PlutoTV to everybody. Now, have you used Pluto, haven't you, Alban?
Yeah, yes, I have.
And now it's not going to have your End Game or
No.
the Suicide Squad. It's not going to have, Yellowstone or something. But if you're the thing about this, most cord cutters are not like us.
Right.
We're a bit of a snob. I mean, honestly, we're
Right.
snobs.
I know.
We are snobs, and we're a bit picky. We only want a certain quality. We tend to only want the newest stuff. But
No, I watch all this stuff.
yeah, you do. You do. Well, you
Yeah.
watch everything.
Yeah.
But with a lot of stuff, there's a lot of cord cutters that are new to this that will go back and watch older stuff.
Mhm.
Pluto TV added some new channels, and let me throw that out there. Let's see. Share my screen here. Wait, why is it not showing me? There we go. Okay. So Pluto TV, they continue to add content. And again, this is an APK. There is a Pluto TV add-on. But if I was going to suggest to people, I would say just get the APK. Most smart TVs have this or can get it. They added some more channels. And I am from the South. And I'm
Not
sorry.
For long. Not for long.
Shut up. So, and I'll be honest with you guys. Anybody from the South, everybody's watched the Andy Griffith Show. I've seen the Andy Griffith Show. I've probably seen every episode at least a dozen times. That's just it's like a prerequisite that if you're in the South, you've seen the Andy Griffith Show 1,000 times. So again, Andy Griffith Show has been added to some of that. So again, may not be for everybody. But I think that there is a large segment of the population, a lot of older people my age or even older, that would love to watch that. It's just a different field. It's a great show. So Andy Griffith Show, Matlock, Gunsmoke, season 7 through 20. Now, Gunsmoke was never one of my jams. Was it one of yours?
No.
Yeah. So,
we don't have horses that walk down the street around here by me.
Okay. Yeah, a little Gunsmoke. So then we always have BritBox Mysteries. That looks like it's going to be exclusive to Pluto TV for 6 months. Pluto TV game shows. So if you're looking for some like game show, looks like probably classics, from daytime classics to recent primetime hits. So that's
funny because I thought they already had Game Show Network.
Yeah, they did. I do remember a game show. Maybe they're
But is this a 24/7 one? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. So, Lupin the Third. I don't know what that is.
Season 3. Lupin
the Third.
Think about Eddie. Lupin.
Is that like my Spanish?
Third season. Yeah, like your Spanish. Yeah.
So added some more shows. And I was going to show you guys. Let's see here. Let me pop this. Boom. Let's see. Are you seeing the Pluto list, or did it go away?
The TV channels.
Okay, so you've seen the list, the channels. Yeah. So if you're not sure what Pluto TV is, this is a free service. It does have ads. It is ad supported, but it has a ton of channels. Some of them are movie channels. You're going to see some TV comedy, romance, drama, horror. You can see all this list of different type of genre of movies. So you got classic movies, westerns, and if my dad was still alive, the western, that's would have been his channel. That's the channel he would have stayed on that channel. He would have never left. His
jam.
Yeah, that would have been his jam. But again, you got Pluto TV, you got MTV Dating, MTV Teen. Oh gosh, come on now. All Reality, VH1. So lots of content in there. People TV, British TV, the news. Now, these are not actually, like, it has CNN on here. It is not actually the broadcast of CNN.
No.
It tends to be like clips of what CNN has broadcasted out there. So just keep in mind, it is not the full-fledged channel. It is bits and clips of shows or news stories, stuff like that. But definitely a good option to have. Binge watching, where if you're wanting to watch 24/7 of Cold Case Files, Lots of stuff in here. Lots of stuff. Kevin Hart. I didn't realize that. Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Network.
No.
That's a new one. I definitely don't remember that. I'm a Mystery Science Forrest. Forrest and I went and saw the Mystery Science Theater 3000 live show. They had a channel, Mystery Science, right here, Mystery Science Theater 3000 channel, as well as Riff Tracks. So if you're a Mystery Science Theater 3000 fan, Riff Tracks is the newer version of that. It'll be newer movies and stuff like that. So 2 channels there. So lots of content. So if you're not familiar with Pluto TV, that may be one of the things you're going to want to check out. It does have lots of content, lots of stuff to have on there. So yes, Zumo. Zumo is another one, and you'll find Zumo and Pluto tend to share a lot of the same channels.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't think they're owned by the same company, but you will see a lot of the same channels on both. So if I was going to, you could pick one or the other. Yeah, up for said, yeah, when we went to the shows, a nice show. It was a live show. It was really good. It was for us, us folks. Blammo! Look at, he's rolled up in the house. Nice. So let's see. So Lupin is good. So he likes that. So yeah, it's lots of good stuff. Another
I know
good
Eddie really likes it. He's been trying to get me to watch it, and I still haven't gotten to it yet.
Another option here that Blades has on here is if you have a browser on your smart device, IMDb, sometimes there'll be an app, IMDb app that plays movies and TV shows, a lot of movies. Again, older movies, and it's free. It is ad driven, so you will have to sit through some ads. But another great free option. He also posted Tubi. I tried Tubi. To me, it had too many ads.
But yeah, I tried it once on Plex, and there were ads, and
it just seemed to me a lot of ads. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, how long do I have to wait for these ads? But again, we give you guys options. Because not everybody wants to pay for an IPTV or pay for Debrid or premiumize something like hey, we're going to give you options, so you have some options, things to work with, things you can do. So
Eddie is saying that he wants to know if we can add RD to Pluto, but no, Eddie, there's no need for it. You know,
no. Two different things.
That's why we got you in RD for the opposite reason.
Yeah.
Our next thing is like I've always been saying to you, is to try to get you to IPTV. Maybe
it's like, can you grab that Ferrari engine and drop it in a Pinto? Can I do that?
Or put that bumper sticker on that Lamborghini.
Put that bumper sticker. Will it make it better? No. So yeah, they're two different beasts. And why would you if you have RD, you definitely wouldn't even be messing with Pluto TV. But Pluto TV is good. Again, how many people watch TV when they go to sleep?
Me.
You do?
Yeah.
You know, that was going to be one of my polls I was going to post on Twitter and do a poll on how many people go to sleep with the TV on. Blue does.
Yeah.
Except for when she's with me.
You don't? And you don't?
No. I want pitch dark. I want it pitch dark.
Oh, boy.
I want the fan running. Now, when she's with me, it's funny. When I was up there with her, she would leave the TV on. When she was down here, the TV was never on. So we'll see what happens when I go up there. But, yeah, that was going to be one of my things on Twitter. I was going to ask, and we can ask it over here for the people outside. Put a 1 if you have people. Put a 1 if you have the TV running when you go to sleep, and a 0 if you don't. Because I'm curious, because I walk my dog at sometimes 4 a.m., sometimes 5 a.m., and I am shocked at how many people I see TVs on and lights on. And it doesn't look like they're up going around. It's like I think they leave their lights on all night. And when I'm walking around the apartment. So I was just curious.
A lot of 1s, but a couple of 0s.
Good grief. Look at all them 1s.
Yeah.
Sharon, Octavia, Mandy. Good grief. Look at there. Alvin, Michael. Jeez, you guys. Thank you, Mr. E. I saw, what was it? Blades. Dark with a fan on me. That's me. I just need a fan. I just need a fan to drown out the other noise. Canuck Gal. Good grief. That's a large percentage. I'd have to say that's 60% at least
Yeah.
that are TV ons.
Yeah.
So, but my thing was I was going to mention Pluto TV would be a great option for people if they want to have the TV on because you could turn on whatever channel
Yeah.
and just let it run.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it just runs. You know, and it's a 24/7. You don't care what you're listening to or watching. So,
Yeah.
um,
I think maybe we should put in a 3 if for people that listen to music while they're sleeping.
oh, who does that?
I used to do that.
Did you?
I didn't mind listening to music instead of TV if I didn't want to, deal with the TV. Sometimes I would have done that.
Interesting.
Play music.
Interesting. Okay. All right. So just curious. So you guys got some options with that. And yeah, I was curious about I've been, like I said, I've numerous times when I'm walking the dog early in the morning, I'm thinking, what the hell are these people got their lights on in the middle of the night? And it's always the same people too.
Yeah.
It's like, I know there's like when I'm walking, there's that apartment on the top floor on the left. And it's like, I don't know. I'm thinking, how many lights you got to have on in the middle of the damn night?
Mm-hmm.
But, hard drive sales.
Yeah. Finally.
Oh my Lord.
No, I've been waiting.
Yeah. All right. So, hard drives have been in heavy demand. There have been all kinds of desperate need for hard drives since the pandemic. Even like, I guess right after the pandemic start. Did I get that right? Is it? I got to share this. There we go. So hard drives, video cards and stuff. We know that we had a video card shortage for the last 8 months, 9 months, video card shortage. Well, then we ran into a CPU and a chip shortage and then a hard drive shortage. Some of this can be tied to cryptocurrency mining. A lot of the video cards and the CPU shortages were tied to crypto mining, and everyone wanted to build these elaborate rigs trying to bit mine to try to make some money because the price or the value of that was going up. They wanted to do it. Well, then hard drives started to fly off the shelves, and Alban, you can attest to that.
Oh yeah.
And how hard they are to find.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
And SSDs, which are solid state drives, are almost impossible to find. And I shouldn't say impossible. I guess
now you can start to find them.
Yeah, you can find them, but the price is up. Yeah. I mean, because remember the price kept going, and I'll say price per gig. Let's call it that.
Yeah.
Price per gig was dropping. It was like dropping on the SSDs. And then all of a sudden, you couldn't find an SSD, and then the price of it went up. And now you can find SSD, solid-state drives, but the price is close to what it was, I'd say, a year and a half ago, which you would think it'd be cheaper, because of over time, that kind of stuff drops. Well, because of the shortage of SSD drives, regular hard drives, the one with the spinning platters, they took off because people couldn't find the solid states. Well, if you can't find a solid state, what are you going to do? You're going to go with an old traditional.
HD. Yeah.
Yep. You're going to go with a regular one. So they had in here some real high numbers. What did I see here? 6.7 million hard drives were shipped in the second quarter of 2021. 67 million. I mean, that's a lot of old, and again, this is like the older hard drive.
Yep.
It's your standard platters. So that's the other thing they said that was driving this was cloud-based companies jumping on this. It said here part of it has to do with the uptrend due to strong cloud and OEM demand. So the clouds, there's a lot of clouds servers that are going on now. So they would need more drives for that, as well as OEM. So that would be your computer companies because they couldn't get the SSDs, so they just had to swap up and say we're going to go the old style because we can't get an SSD. They went with that. So you had an uptick on both of those segments, as well as this Chai cryptocurrency, which, if I'm not mistaken, the Chai cryptocurrency is mined differently than the other version where you use your video card and your CPU mainly. These use a hard drive, and I'm not sure how that works. It's just focuses on your hard drive. So the more hard drives and the better hard drives you have, the better that it mined.
Yeah.
So they plays into that. So you guys just keep that in mind. That is some of the things that are surging on that. How do some of the other people? I know you were struggling to find hard drives. What about some of the people watching the show? Have they been struggling to find these hard drives? Or
Yeah, I know Roger. I think Roger was been waiting for some time for his drives to come in. You know, I felt bad for him. I'm watching the numbers starting to come down on the 14 terrors. I think that Best Buy actually just had a sale. I think they were still like at 3 something for a 14 terror.
And I mean, I lucked up on this 14 terabyte external right before it all went crazy. I got this 14 terabyte. I think I paid $150.
Yep.
150, $160.
Yeah.
And it's went up since then.
Yep.
Roger here says the hard drive shortage is directly due to the Chai cryptocurrency that uses them instead of graphics card. As soon as the Chai launched, large hard drives went out of stock.
Yep.
And yeah, that was what I had understood. How that works, that when they changed to that different mining, that it created the way that it mined. And I have no idea. I don't understand how that all works. I don't understand the blockchain. I don't understand how they make the money from it. But yeah, Dirk, so what yeah. Yeah, Forrest, I don't know. I need to have somebody on the show that can explain to me all the crypto mining, like how you actually make the money from it, from the mining itself. What's the graphics card doing? That's in the processor. I know it has to do with the blockchain. What is it pulling? What data is it trying to find? And I don't understand how that's.
I wish we could get a
Debs.
Rojas in there.
Yeah, I'm not invested in none of that. So, well, I do have some crypto, but nothing that So tribalized graphics cards are short due to the crypto. Hard mine shortage is from the same issue, right? So, yeah, it's hard. We had the pandemic that slowed production. More people at home. So then you had to have more people had to have a decent computer at home because they were working from home. More people working from home. So they had to upgrade. Companies bought laptops or PCs to give to their employees so they could work from home. So you have all these things that there's more demand, but then there's less people making it.
Yeah.
Then you had slowdowns in production of all the sectors. So it was like a perfect storm, and it's like dominoes all kind of falling together. But it's getting better. It's getting better.
I don't know. They're still not making no chips, I don't think, for the cars or anything, right?
And I think that they're back to doing it. I think that they're just behind on, it's like they're behind, but I think they're catching up. I mean, they're still making new cars.
Yeah, without chips.
Well, you got to have, there's so many chips.
No, they'll just have a forest of cars just waiting to make chips.
See, look at it. Maybe we need to have Tribalize on here on the show so he can explain how that all works. So yeah, we'll need to have him on here. So yeah, lots of people. I mean, it's almost like a little bit of a game. Crypto mining to me, and it was more. I bought a little bit of cryptocurrency just for whatever. Just thinking, you know what, have it. If it goes up, then great, and if it doesn't, well then. What am I out? A few $100. I'll be all right. So we got that. So the other topic, the next topic that I was going to bring up is Amazon's ads profile pictures. And let me grab that graphic. Anybody that has a Disney account, did that come over right?
No, it's not up there yet.
All right, hold on. Let me. I need to share.
Is that tab in Firefox or something?
No, it's.
Okay.
I have 2 Chromes.
Okay.
So anybody
There
that
we go.
has a Disney account, you guys, you can set certain profile pictures. Well, Amazon can't be outdone on the same thing. So Amazon has added a new idea or a new option to where some of the characters, I guess, that they have permissions from or that they own the film or whatever, that you can add your profile to this, or you add this as your profile picture. So it has a bunch of different characters in here again. The Boys, Coming to America, Fleabag, Good Omens, got lots of, basically all the stuff that Amazon owns. So you got all those. So it says how to add a profile image to your mobile devices or tablets. Tap on My Stuff at the bottom of your Prime Video app. Click on the profile name to open up the drop-down menu. Select Edit. Choose your profile which image you want to change. Edit the profile screen. Tap the image. So anybody that's done a lot of your Reddit or your Telegram or this, you understand when you click on the little box where the picture is, you can pick that picture. So lots of options in there. So if you're wanting to add a little flavor, I did that for I'm Yoda, like on my Disney account, because I'm the old wise one, because it's just me and my kids. So I feel like I'm Yoda. So yeah, you can add some new profile pictures, which I think it's cute. I think that they're doing it to try to catch up with Disney's.
Do you know if that comes across on like the Fire Stick?
Let's see. It says how to add profile images to connected devices. Use your device remote to wish edit. Yeah, you should be able to do it because your Fire Stick has Amazon Prime on it,
right?
So you do the same thing. Yeah, it says you just wish to edit. You'd go through and edit, select the image. So in mobile devices and tablets. So basically, go into your Prime Video app, go through to edit, go to your account, edit, add yourself a new picture. So neat little thing. Let's see. Yeah. Hey, Forrest. I'm already on them. I'm just about to finish number 2, getting ready to work on number 3. And hey, Evelyn says no ad blocker. I do have my ad blocker on, but I don't know what it is with some of this stuff. It's not working right. So Evelyn says Netflix had them earlier. So it is a fun little thing. A little tidbit thing here for us Cody people. Script Module Resolver, SMR, which is also known as Resolve URL. Whichever works best in your name. Basically, it had another update. It would automatically update it most likely for you, so you probably didn't even notice that it updated. But for some of the add-on developers, they're going to need to pay attention because one of the websites, StreamTape, they have been playing heck on Resolve URL. They have been, and some people actually reported a couple weeks ago there had been this Asian dude there. An Asian dude came up and was like, "Oh, you can't get this content," or something like that. He had a little speech, a little video. For us, way back, you guys remember the pigeons? Alban, you remember when Resolve had that little pigeons and it was like in the park?
Yeah.
Same idea.
Yep.
Basically, to give you guys an understand how that works. So add-ons link to websites because the add-ons don't have these movies, TV shows. They don't have that content in their add-on. So what they do is they find a website that has that content. And they may or may not add that URL to the add-on. Some just scrape some other website that has it listed there. But so that video will be hosted on another website. What was it? Stream Mango? Wasn't that one of the ones that was real popular for a while? Stream Mango.
I think so.
Open.
Yeah, the orange one. Yeah.
What was it? Open Load.
Yeah, OpenLoad. Yeah,
was another hosting site. Well, Stream Tape is another hosting site where content can be stored, and then it can be accessed through add-ons, APKs. So these sites don't want Kodi traffic. And the reason why is you don't see an ad. You don't see ads in Kodi. So what these websites are doing, they're hosting these content and they're losing bandwidth. Their bandwidth is just being used and they're not gaining from the cache from the ads that they would generate if you were using a browser. And if you were using a browser and you went to, let's say, Stream Tape, you would see a banner, some kind of pop-up, and they get whatever financial gain from that pop-up. If you figure thousands or hundreds of thousands of people that click on that website, that becomes a significant amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is Kodi add-ons bypasses that ad. So these websites are using bandwidth and they're not generating the cash from the ad revenue that they would want. So these websites are like, you know what, we're going to try to come up with a way, and they add some code to their website. They change the website. They do something to what we call break the scraper or break the resolver. Mm-hmm. And they do that on a regular basis. Now, some sites do it a lot. Some do it very rarely. Stream Tape has been on the regular lately. The last 2 updates have had to fix Stream Tape in particular that I know of, that they've had this issue. So I will give some suggestions to some of my friends that are add-on developers. If you guys are add-on developers, or even if you're a personal add-on developer, you're making your own add-on, it's private, nobody uses it. I would probably lean away from using that particular website, because that website's playing a game of cat and mouse. So it's going to continue because it knows who's sapping off of their bandwidth, and they're going to continue to try to stop it. And at some point, the SMR module is SMR is going to have a hard time to fix it for whatever that reason is. So I would suggest some guys that are doing add-ons, you may want to lean away from that particular website, because the fix is working. It's released. I think it released last night or this morning, and it fixed it. But over time, at some point, it will stop being fixed, or the website will create something that script module resolver can't work around. So that's a little tidbit out to some of the guys that are making the add-ons and doing that. You may want to move away from that if you're using it. And there was a couple of sites, a lot of people I know that I've heard, like, it does a really good job with free links. It's a free site, it's not a debrid site, and it played 1080 really well for a long time. So that was why a lot of people tried to use that site. So hey, these here. So so that's one of the things you may want to check out. Netflix. All right, so I'm going to post this over here, and we're going to talk about Netflix. Netflix. How many people over here have Netflix and are going to continue to use Netflix? Now, this counts for if you're using Netflix as somebody else's account. Like I use Blue's account, or she gives me Blue, or Blue gives me that. So how many folks over here put a number 1 to make it easier? Because it just makes it easier. Put a 1 if you have access to Netflix, or a 0 if you don't. And or put a 3. So we'll do 1 if you have Netflix, 0 if you don't have Netflix, and a 3 if you're going to be dropping Netflix. Because one of the topics here, I was reading an article about people getting rid of Netflix and why.
I'm
And
one of them.
are you?
Yeah, yeah. I'm done with it because you know why? I couldn't tell you the last time I've even watched anything on Netflix.
There,
Yeah,
very good
yeah.
point.
You know, I can't. And it's just like, and I kept backing my thing down. You know, and I'm not using it. Why should I keep paying for it?
Hmm.
There's other
Yeah,
things I could pay for if you know if I wanted to watch something. Not saying I would use Hulu or anything like that. But um, Netflix. I'm just so upset with them for how they treated people who had them for so long. You know
hmm,
what I mean? Why are you gonna just keep raising prices on people? If you've been with them for many years. Uh, I
yeah.
don't think that's right.
But all right, but Alpin, that's what all these companies do.
I
When we
know,
talk, we're going to go on about the cable companies in a few minutes,
I
talking
know.
about how many subscribers they lost.
Yeah,
Verizon or your T-Mobiles or your whatever. When you're a loyal customer, you mean shit.
right.
I'll be honest with
I
you.
know,
They don't care about.
and that's why I'll leave.
Yeah,
It's as simple as that. If you're not if you took care of your loyal customers, you might be able to keep them. You might be able to get someone like me that says, "Oh well, you know what? I've been with them forever. That they've been kind to me. Because I think I'll explain.
hmm,
I was with Netflix since since DVDs way back in the day. That's how I got all my most of my content.
that's because he was ripping
Yeah,
them.
yeah, like I had an eight disc plan. I was getting 16 discs a week. Okay, uh,
And no, he's not a hoarder, but he's a hoarder.
no, no, but listen. So I do this. I go from 8 discs and having streaming.
Hmm.
And then the next thing you know, they ended up saying, "Oh well, you know what? If because you're streaming and you're getting this, we're separating this. You have
Yep.
to pay for two separate. Why are you going to do that to someone?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
It's either I'm
you
getting
should
it
have
this way
you
on
should have been
streaming.
grandfathered in.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I've been
Should
with
have been
it
grandfathered in.
forever. They should grandfather someone in, not just keep raising the price on them. It's just easier to leave.
Mhm.
Really, I'm upset with them for that. It's just like look at what happened to Blockbuster. So if you look at that model, don't do that to everyone else. You're going to be out of business. That's why Netflix is trying to do so many other things now, like with the games.
Yep. Yep.
That's their other thing that they're looking to get into. Because they're losing people.
Yeah. And I think with Netflix, one of the things in this article, when I was reading through it was talking about basically it's not like it's dropping. It's not like people are leaving in droves like they are some of the cable companies and
Hmm.
satellite companies. They've just started to lose a little bit because here's a one of the numbers in here. Let's see. Uh, Netflix lackluster second quarter in worldwide subscriptions grew by 1.5 million worldwide. Okay, so that's how you're like 1.5 million. And
Hmm.
that's significant. And we're going to go into we'll look at what the numbers are across all their platform. But that still grew. But in the U.S. and Canada, it lost almost a 500,000
Yep.
in Canada and the U.S. And some of the things is why is Netflix stumbling with 209 million subscribers worldwide. So they're not shutting off the lights yet.
Right, but I think another part of the problem is that, like, say now with Disney,
Hmm.
Disney goes and takes all the Marvel movies,
Yep.
and now
Exactly.
Netflix can't get them.
Yep.
So what do you get able to watch
Yep.
on Netflix anymore? You know what
Well,
I mean?
and here's a couple things here. HBO Max. You
Mhm.
got Apple TV Plus. You got
Yep.
Peacock. You've got numerous new players in the market where Netflix was basically
It.
the behemoth. Nobody could touch it, right? And over time, all of a sudden, all these other companies said, hey, there's money to be made here, and so you got in there. It's the same thing with if you're the only remember back in the day the video stores. Okay,
Mhm.
so we'll go to Blockbuster kind of idea.
Yeah.
Back in the day when there was the first video store was in town, that
Mhm.
store on a Saturday night or a Friday
Yep.
night was shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah. Goes
You
on the end of the
right.
night. There was nothing left.
Yeah, there'd be, I mean, people are like, oh, yeah, grab that one. It's the only
Yeah.
thing left. And they're grab anything because that's just what they're. So, but then next thing you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 video stores open up in town.
Mhm.
And then, hey, guess what? On a Saturday night, you could roll up in there at 9 o'clock and you could grab a new release,
Yeah.
and that's the difference. There's more
They're more.
saturation.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and that's what's happened with HBO Max. That's what's happened with Disney, Apple TV, Peacock. With Disney, I think a perfect example is with you saying with Disney Plus, they have so much content that they own.
Mhm.
Not
Yep.
that they've had to go buy or
Mhm.
get the content. They own the damn shit. I mean,
Mhm.
they own all the Marvel.
Yeah.
Unless they had leased it, which once the lease is over to
Mhm.
Netflix or Hulu,
Yep.
or well, I won't say Hulu because
Yeah.
Hulu is owned by Disney, but let's say
Right.
Netflix, then they're like, hey, our contract's done. You're done showing that movie.
Mhm.
What was it? The Office was another example.
Yeah.
The Office, once it got done,
Mhm.
is like, oh, Peacock's
Yep.
got
We're
that.
taking that back. Yep.
Yeah, we're done. We had our agreement. Now it's done. So those are going to be some big players. Netflix has some good movies and TV
But
shows.
I don't think that it's going to work out that way in the long run, because still everything is going to be so separate, and people are going to be set up,
Yep.
and I think it's going to show when it comes to like award shows, if we even really have them again,
Mhm.
like we used to, of people saying, oh well, oh, how did this win? I never even saw it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because they don't know where to find anything
Yeah,
anymore.
you're right. You're right. And another thing I think is, in this article, it said that Netflix's GUI, which is their interface, their
Mhm.
listing of things, is become dated and kind of washed out.
Yeah.
You're shown the same shows over and over, the same movies, the same suggestions are given
Mhm.
to you over and over. The algorithm is overplayed. So
Yeah.
people have went and seen the
Mhm.
same postings and they're like, I don't want to watch that movie or I don't want to watch
Yeah.
that thing. So they're going to need to go and refresh it, which is delicate because
Mhm.
when you refresh something, when you change something, people always going to bitch
Yep.
because they're like, I know, I'm in a grocery store. All right. So when people love something to change, but they hate for something to change, they
Mhm.
want to see new stuff on the shelf,
Yeah.
but they sure the hell don't want
The
you to
one
move.
good move. your
Don't
stuff.
move it to
Yeah.
make room for something new because I know where that's at. I've known where it's at for 2 years. Now you done moved it. So Netflix is going to have to be careful on how they do this is
Yeah.
to give it the GUI a fresher look, a newer look to give. I think they're going to need to give people more customization.
Mhm.
If they give people customization to where you can make
But
it look the way you want it to look, I think people would like it better.
I don't think that's the only thing, because I think another issue with Netflix is that there are a lot of people who could sit there and say, "Oh, yeah, they watched this movie or that movie,"
Mhm.
but then they could talk to a friend who's lives in another country, and they say, "Yeah, we watched this on Netflix," and it's like it's not available here,
Yeah.
but it's available in other countries. You know what I mean? It's I know it's a slippery slope
Yeah.
for Netflix, but
Yeah.
it's difficult, because to try to keep people, because now it's okay. Well, now I got to find where I can find this movie.
Yeah.
It's there's no more movie theater that you can go into, because since everything's going to be locked up again, and what's going to happen?
Yeah. Yeah. There's not going to be an all-in-one where before you had new Hulu, which to me Hulu's always been like the, I don't want to say Kmart of streaming,
Right.
but it's always seemed like it didn't have the best
But-
newest.
But
Netflix
they do
seemed to
have
have
some good stuff, though.
they do, but
Yeah.
it's kind of like they have a niche of certain things they have good. Netflix jumped in and they had their own content, their movies, their TVs, which were
Right.
actually good. I mean,
Right.
they were paying for stuff and
Mhm.
having stuff produced or buying the rights to
Mhm.
a movie because they actually released movies that were released in another country.
Yeah.
They would bring it here and release it as a Netflix exclusive. Even though it was made, what was that? The Dark? Wasn't that the? It was like a Swedish. There was the one about the rain. There was one about rain.
Rain. Yeah.
Remember, it was like acid rain or whatever it was.
Yeah. There was a series. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was a Netflix.
That was a Netflix.
That was a Netflix, but it was not a Netflix. It was actually made by Swedish or
Right.
someone from the Netherlands or somewhere like that.
Mhm.
And Netflix says, "Hey, I'm buying that for the U.S. rights."
Yeah.
And they did that. So, yeah, I think that Octavia says ACM is moving into streaming. I do think we're going to see a lot of that. I do see where people say that it looks dated, and it does. The GUI does look, and again, Justin saying, got to agree with that. The Netflix GUI, I often see the same film 4 or 5 times in different categories. And again, they've got to change something. So they are losing people.
Yeah.
And I know that they at one point were talking about clamping down on sharing accounts and stuff.
Yeah.
But
and if they do that, they're gonna really lose.
Oh yeah,
a lot more people.
Yeah.
You know, they really will. And as much as I'm ready to leave them, I'm afraid, for them to do this to the people who are new to streaming and who say, okay, let me go get a $9 Netflix account, and now they're gonna get on it and be like, well, what the hell is there here to watch anymore? Because they're losing a lot of things, because just the same way how they got these people that are going to Netflix and say, yeah, I want to put up this show. Netflix says, okay, yeah, I'm going to buy this show from you. We put it up for 1 or 2 years, and Netflix says, you know what, I'm not getting enough viewers on this, so I'm dropping that show. And it's like, sure, you might like the show and all, but Netflix says, hey, I don't think it's getting enough viewership, and I'm going to drop the show. And it's just not right. They put a lot of people out of work, and it's not like they care about the fans that are actually watching the show.
Well, it's all about, if you're not, and again, in the corporate world, it's all about the numbers.
Right.
And you've got what are those number cruncher guys? People that are crunching numbers, and if it don't make sense, it don't make sense.
Yeah, but they won't even let them out to be able to say, okay, let me let another studio take this.
Well, most of the time they're greedy, because they're like, well, if we hold on to it and we decide we want to bring it back, we can bring it back. So
by then it's too late.
It could be. So, look at Deadman says, back in the day, you needed both Hulu and Netflix because Hulu had better TV shows. Netflix had the better movies. And again, that's lots of options. I do like this. Cody with RD equals Netflix, Disney, Hulu combined. And that's true. That's what we were talking about Eddie when he was like, well, can I put my RD account in PlutoTV? No. So, yeah, it again, I go back to, you remember back Kmart. We're old enough to remember Kmart. Yeah. We remember Kmart as being unstoppable.
Everything.
We remember Kmart as the place you went. That was, as a kid, my grandmother used to take us to Kmart. Man, I mean, you thought you were in heaven. Yeah. My grandmother would be like, oh, you can get one thing in here. Now, you struggle if you're going to find a Kmart. If there is even one open, because almost every single one of them closed. They went bankrupt. Sears and them merged together. Well, I think Kmart bought Sears, and then they're both dying together.
Both gone.
So the only thing Kmart really has is property. They own buildings. So that's the thing about with the things when we think, and we can use Walmart for example right now. People are like, oh, Walmart's too big to fail. Don't think that, because it don't matter how big you get, if you lose sight of your direction and forward focus, you can get knocked off your throne. And once that fall starts, it's harder to stop the fall than it is to continue to fall.
Mhm.
And that's what we see with we see a lot of Wilco. I remember Wilco. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean so it's like these things can happen. Netflix can go down. We are seeing that little bump. I also think it plays into we had the pandemic last year. The majority of the world's population was at home. We
Was
saw
at home.
record numbers of streaming last year.
Mhm.
Remember, even RD was having issues.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yep.
they would be buffering like hell. It was because too many
Yeah.
people were using it.
Well, even YouTube. You
Yeah,
remember?
there you go. Remember, they
dropped
throttled it.
They throttled
throttled-
everyone.
Yes,
And-
they
and
bumped them all
everyone
down to
went back.
480.
Did they bring it back up? No. Okay. Yeah. You know,
They're
you
saving
have to go
bandwidth.
in yourself. You have to go do it
Yes,
manually.
yes. You're right about that, because that YouTube
Mhm.
default puts you down to 480 because
Yeah.
they said so many people are using the bandwidth. So unless you chose to go to 720 or
Mhm.
1080 or 4K, the default became a 480. So
Yep.
yeah. So Netflix has lost a lot of people. I think that it's lost its luster a little bit.
Mhm.
I still feel like they can still recover from it, because I have seen numerous original content that they have created or have supported, or there's been really good content. Stranger Things, there's an example of a Netflix show that the first 2 seasons were good. Sorry, the third season,
Right. And then that's why they're saying, "Oh, now this is the last season." You know what I mean? That's what they do.
Yeah, they but they've had numerous good shows and things that you're like, hey, I like that show. So I think that they have content if they can breed into that, do well with it. But yeah, definitely something to watch for us people that are cord cutters and we look at those things. Netflix, I think that they're kind of going to a bump. Let's take a look. I just want
to laugh because Penn said, ditch Netflix to make your own Netflix, okay? And I am doing that, as everyone knows. I was doing that years ago when I had my 8 clip,
Yeah. All right. So I brought this up for let me make this bigger. All right. So we're able to see that. You see that pretty good?
Yeah, I can see it pretty good.
Hold on. Yeah. I got you.
Okay,
There we go.
Thanks.
Nobody needs to see us. Hold on. That gives me a chance. Let me give you a chance. Plex. I gotta say Plex so I can.
Plex. Drink up, everyone.
All right. Yeah. There we go. I had to take a drink. Okay. So I wanted to bring this up just so you guys have an idea of how big certain companies are worldwide. And again, these are some of the numbers, and this was on Wikipedia. And again, because the numbers change, you can go do a Google search or a Bing search or a DuckDuckGoose search, whatever they are. You can do all the searches, but sometimes you're going to find older results. This was the most recent results. So but Netflix. Go ahead.
I'm shocked that Amazon Prime Video came out before Netflix. Is that maybe just streaming?
It's the launch of it.
I'm
not sure. It's the launch.
No, because Netflix has been around since good God. At least.
Well, I wonder if this has got to be streaming.
Yeah,
streaming video services. So yes, you're right.
Okay.
Netflix was on earlier as a getting Albin ripping 50 discs a week.
I'm right. There's nothing wrong having 17,000 DVDs here at home.
Yeah, and we all remember getting the disc and you had to put it in the envelope, which was like, I'll be honest with you, I thought that was the most ingenious idea.
Yep. Oh yeah.
When you got the disc, we were on I was only on the 2 or 3 disc thing.
Uh-huh.
So, because I wasn't really ripping stuff, I just wanted to watch it.
Oh,
And you would watch it, and then they gave you the envelope to put it back in the mail, so it
Uh-huh.
went back, and it went back pretty quick. But
Yeah, very quickly.
so let's go ahead. We're going down a rabbit trail. So Netflix, the streaming service, 209 million people, and again, the content it shows you here in the content. Excuse me, worldwide. This is a worldwide because some of these services are just located in certain countries. Amazon, 175 million. So Amazon is not far behind Netflix.
Right.
To be honest, if you were looking at this number, I guarantee you that people that stream Amazon Prime Video are probably a third of this number. I bet it's 50 million that are actually using the streaming part of Amazon because the people
they don't use it.
People are paying for it for the free shipping. I mean, that is what it is on that. So, but it says 175 million. Tencent, which is this is posted in Asia, so it's most of your Asian countries, 123 million. IQE worldwide. Again, I'm guessing that sounds like something out of Asia because I do not remember. Hold on. Beijing. Okay, so we're talking in Chinese. So yeah, this is based in China. Disney, 116 million. Now let's take a look. So Disney released 2019. So what we talking? Not 2 years. We're not even 2 years.
And
they are over half of what Netflix is worldwide in 2 years. Now I will say Netflix or Disney and a couple things did a good job on a couple things, and I think this number is inflated. One, the content, because take a look at that content. I mean, let's be honest, that's a lot of content. Number two, Disney gave that away for a year to everybody and their brother. I mean, most of your cell phone companies could get Disney for free.
Right.
So that is part of that 116 million, I'm sure. My subscription ends in November.
You gonna keep it?
Hell no.
Okay.
Hell no. I don't. I mean, no. So that 116 million will most likely drop.
But Blue will keep it because
yeah. But maybe when I move there, I will convince her.
No, there is no maybe. when it comes to Disney people, they don't budge.
You're right. It's kind of like an Apple.
Like everyone knows, Disney won't even let me through their front door. You know what I mean? So
that's because you try to beat up Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong taking a bat to a mouse. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. All right. So in all fairness, Alban tried to whoop Mickey Mouse's ass.
Yep.
And now he's banned from Disney, and he hates Disney.
Yeah.
So in fairness, when he badmouths Disney, he does have a bad taste in his mouth for him. So you have to take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
So the 116 million, that is over half of what Netflix is. So they are gaining quick. We'll see. I think let's give this 6 months from now. Let's see where that number is. Because I think it's going to drop because a lot of people that had it free with their cell phone service or whatever are going to turn it off. Unless you're not smart enough to understand
that you're paying for.
Oh, and that's people. Pay attention to your bills, because if you're using Disney on your or because of your cell phone, you're using Disney, ESPN Plus, Hulu, what's the other one? Discovery. If you're using those because you got it free with your phone, pay attention because you are automatically enrolled. So that means when the free subscription ends after 12 months, you are automatically enrolled in that monthly fee through your phone. They'll automatically just bill you, and most people pay their phone via a direct debit. Don't even see it. Most people don't even look at their bank account.
Yeah, people do that, and they no one wants any paper anymore.
Yep. So just
and I could understand, not wanting to deal with paper. But a lot of these places, they don't even say, okay, well, let me at least just email it to you every month. No, they don't even want to do that. We just want to be right in your account. You know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and if you think we made a mistake, you have to come log in to check it out. No,
Yeah.
screw you. Yeah, I'll give you the extra $2 and send me my bill on paper. Okay,
You're
I refuse to.
you're right. That's how it
I
kind of
don't want
goes.
you in my account. I don't want you there. You don't belong there.
I'll send you that money.
I'll send it to you.
So HBO Max, it's only been around a year. 67 million, which
Jeez.
HBO Max rolling. Now, let's all be fair. HBO
Mm-hmm.
Max, why is HBO Max growing as fast as they are in this year? You had the
Because of the
exclusives.
pandemic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we
and
had
the
the
exclusives.
exclusives. And
Yeah.
remember, you had to have HBO Max to be able to see numerous movies. Wasn't Cruella. There was a couple of other.
Yeah. The army of the thing there wasn't it Army of Darkness? So I'm the
Army
Army of the Dead.
of the Dead.
Army of the Dead.
You had to have HBO Max to be able to pay for Black Widow.
Black Widow. No, wasn't Black Widow Marvel?
Yeah,
No, but
it's
they
Marvel.
do DC.
Oh,
HBO does DC.
that was in this. That was. You're right. You're right.
So they did the Justice League.
Yeah,
maybe?
I think it was with Justice League. It was a
Yeah.
couple movies that if you had HBO Max, you got that particular movie. So there's been some people that jumped on the boat because of that.
Mhm.
So I think that's a Peacock, 54 million. Hulu.
Right.
Look at this is old school.
Uh-huh.
Only 42 million people, which I don't mean big sound, but that 42 million.
Mhm.
So Hulu is slipping hard. And again, it goes
But
back to like
I
Alvin
don't-
says, you're getting content pulled away from them a lot.
No, but you see, yeah, you're getting content pulled away. But like you take Hulu, and when they have a good show, I know people that have gotten Hulu because they wanted to watch like Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? They find out about a really good show and they want to get it. They jump in, they pay for it, and then
Yeah.
the next thing you know, okay, the show is over. You know, and then they try to tease you with something else new coming out. You know,
Well, and most people, once you subscribe to something, you never turn it off.
right?
Let's just be honest. Most people don't
Mhm.
turn it off.
Yeah.
So Hulu, 42 million. Paramount, brand new. Well,
Mhm.
Paramount Plus. Now it says 2014. I don't know about that. This has got to be. There was a rebirth of Paramount Plus.
Right.
42 million. And then we got Apple TV at 33 million. YouTube Premium, you can kiss my butt. It's quit asking me if I want it. I don't want it. 30 million. Discovery, again, another one that's new, 18 million. That's brand new. ESPN.
Wait. YouTube Premium has 30 million people.
Yeah. And
Wow.
that's probably somebody just said,
how
I'll
much did the
try it.
Apple? How many did the Apple?
33.
33 million. Wow.
I mean, think about
No,
YouTube.
because Apple had a lot of good.
Yeah, actually,
shows
Apple
out there.
has content.
Right.
Apple has content. YouTube, you just don't see ads in
No.
the videos. So
Right.
I guess some people, I know Charles watches a lot of YouTube. Maybe he would pay. He's cheap. He wouldn't pay for it. But
Okay.
but you know, it's like certain people would, I guess, pay for that premium. I wouldn't.
Mhm.
I can't
wouldn't.
imagine paying for that.
No.
So, but they pay. Discovery's 18 million. Be careful of this. This is, like I said, some people got this free with your phone service.
Mhm.
When this is over, the free is over, they're going to
Yeah.
hit you with the $5 a month for this.
Mm-hmm.
ESPN Plus, which actually I think for sports fans like myself or like Alban,
Mm-hmm.
this is not a bad deal for ESPN Plus. It's like $5 if you want to pay for that, and you get some good content.
Yeah,
if you,
but the thing is though, I don't use cable TVs. I got no cable box.
all right. So, all right, Alban, let's say this. Alban, if
Yeah.
you didn't have an IPTV service,
Yeah.
ESPN Plus, ESPN Plus, because this is your streaming app. This is the streaming app.
Oh, that's the streaming app.
This is the streaming part. This is not the cable
right,
TV.
Right.
So if you were a person without an IPTV sub, ESPN Plus could actually be a benefit for you if you were just a basic cord cutter.
No, because I wish they were showing the prices for each of these, because ESPN
that's
Plus
like $5. It's $5. It's $5.
Is it only $5?
$5. $5 because you can pay for ESPN.
I know that when you have
ESPN,
you were to get
Disney, ESPN, Disney, and Hulu as a package is
Oh,
14 or 15 bucks
a
a
month.
month for all three. This is $5. This is $5.
No,
Um,
they can't. They can't. No, there's some way that it's destroying me.
yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Well,
Thank you to the the RDs in the world
yeah, yeah.
and Plex and everything else that I you know
We
that has
we
helped
got
me.
options, and
Yeah,
if you watch the show enough, we'll have options for you guys too.
yeah, yep,
Yeah. So look at all right. So we got people with the YouTube Vance, no ad. I didn't
yep.
have no Cosmics. What's up?
Mhm.
There's one of our old
Hey,
schoolers there. Um, the Beach ad muncher for to get no ads, and again, some people do. But the thing of what I was like going on about some of this is, I say this a lot, you guys. Pay attention to your bills. Pay attention to the subscriptions. We've talked about this on the show before
mhm.
about cord cutters costs not really saving the money when you look at the big picture. Because what ends up happening is people pay for all these subscriptions, and then next thing you know, they're paying $80 in subscriptions.
Uh-huh.
Um,
And
so
the sad thing is, no one looks at a bill.
no,
There's no one. They do their best not to not let you be able to remember to even check your bill every month.
yeah,
You know,
um, but there
and
is
it's
some
a mess.
YouTube Vanced with no ads. Yes, YouTube Vanced is an option for you guys if you want to look into that. That
Mhm,
is a YouTube modded YouTube. I would say the best way to
mhm.
say it is a modded YouTube, and you can see it without ads.
Yeah.
There is quite a few updates. It updates a lot when I've
Mhm,
messed around with it, and I kind of got frustrated with it. So, but there is a lot of people that use YouTube Advanced. So if you guys are into that, check that out.
mhm.
Diana here, Netflix free for my T-Mobile for the life of your phone. Wow. That is, I've not
Mhm.
seen for your life your phone. I know for me it was like a year. They gave me
Wow.
the trifecta, the
But do you have
quadfecta
T?
because I
But do
got
you have
Disney.
T-Mobile?
No,
No,
with
that's why.
Verizon.
Yeah, but
Verizon.
this is what she was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
T-Mobile.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm just thinking,
T-Mobile does their best to try to do everything for their network.
oh,
That's
they're
why
all
I
about.
like them. I know what you're saying, but
Yep.
I'm grandfathered with them, and they let me know it. You know what I mean? Because I had that that VoIP modem with them
Yep. Yep.
forever back in the day. You know what I mean? And they said, hey, you got this with us. You got all those phone lines. We don't even charge you for them.
Oh, that's
It's
good
VoIP.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good deal. I mean, we got yeah. So T-Mobile, give it to you. Give it to you.
Hmm.
Um,
And I don't know
small
what's going
print
on
that
right
can
now.
change. Small print can change.
No,
So,
no, not when your grandfather. Not when they sent me a letter saying thank you for being such a great guy.
So, all right. So that was the rankings of some paid services.
Hmm.
Just to give you an idea, that no company's too big not to fail.
Yeah.
We've seen that happen over and over. So, the next topic was Plex Talk.
Mm. Everyone drink up.
All right. So we had to drink. So if you ever watch the show, so whenever someone says Plex, usually it's this guy, we have to take a drink. So, so we had that. So Tataloo. Now, do you use Tatalooey? Do you
No, I
use it?
don't. No, because I've been playing with a bunch of other things lately
I
in
don't. Be
Plex.
careful. Be careful of all that talk. I
Yeah,
don't know if I want to hear
yeah,
all that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But Plex
Okay.
is
So you've not used Tatalooey.
no.
Okay. So let's see. Am I sharing my screen here?
Yeah.
Chosen Beats. That was on the 4-minute countdown. That is the website that I
Oh,
used.
okay.
I actually use that. So Tatalooey. This is a service that if you have a Plex account, hold on, I gotta pop this beer here. So if you have a Plex account, and sometimes when you have, if it's only you using a Plex account, then it doesn't. This may not affect you. But most people that have a Plex account will have multiple people, friends, family that are using their account, or well, that they add as users. So one of the cool things about this is that
Oh, I got a quick question.
yeah,
So
yeah,
is this
yeah.
so this is like nothing that you can just basically run off your server, so you could just look
You
look at it.
it does it links to your Plex. It
Okay.
links to your Plex,
Uh-huh.
and then it gives you a tab. I open this as my tab. Hold on, let me.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
see,
I got to
let me
check
get rid
that
of.
out. That does
So
look good.
yeah, so it gives you some options. You can look at some things. Most played movies. Again, I have a very small amount of people that use my Plex account.
Uh-huh.
Now, if this was on Blues, which you should probably hit her up. Hit her up.
Mhm.
Maybe she'll share her screen with her Tata Louie,
No,
because
you wouldn't want to see mine because it'll
yeah,
be no
but she
once
has
I load
Tata
it
Louie.
on.
She actually
Uh-huh.
has it installed, so
Uh-huh.
you would see the amount. You're able to see like what movies were watched the most,
Right.
the most popular. The most popular
Mhm.
TV shows. Some of the other things that I think is kind of a neat thing, that if you're a person that is not sure about how much bandwidth you're using, or
Mhm.
this actually gives you concurrent streams. So it shows me
Oh
within the
wow.
last, this is only within the last 30 days,
Mhm.
that it shows you, like, so if you have, say, if you got 4 or 5 people watching movies at the same time off of
Mhm.
your local server, you would
Yeah.
actually see that.
Okay,
So
cool.
your most active libraries. Like this is my my music playlist.
Mhm.
So like I have, this is shows you how many times it's been played in the last 24 hours, 30 days, all times. Been played 94 times, 6 hours and 44 minutes. This is my my mixtape that I made for Blue. I mean, it's
Mhm.
just it's a whole bunch of music that I made for her. It's like a mixtape.
Right.
Recently watched stuff, so I can go into
Mhm.
that. It has all the shows that have been watched, or movies that have been
Yeah.
watched. Your libraries, so you can go through your Plex libraries.
Mhm.
Your users, you're able to go through, in your
Yeah.
users for Plex, you're able to take a
Mhm.
look at that. Got your all your different histories, like who's watched,
Mhm.
all that kind of stuff. Gives you graphs, so you can
Okay.
do graphs, like to see when people are watching a lot of stuff,
Mhm.
lots of stuff. So Teta
Yeah.
Louie, a good little tool
Yeah.
for people if you have a Plex account, if you have a Plex server. It is a nice bit of tool. So
Yeah.
let's
That's a
see.
really nice because I was using Plex Amp
Plex what?
from Plex Amp AMP.
Plex amp. Now that's
Yeah.
just a music player for Plex.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it Plex Amp? The other one.
Yeah.
Plex Dash. Plex
Okay.
Dash is pretty much does a lot like this is doing, but I
Hmm.
get to run it on my phone
Okay.
and look right at your server, and you can see the server logs and everything while you're not, while you're right on your phone to see what's going on your server, which I
Okay.
really love.
I like Canuck Gal, which she does. She has a Plex server too, so it's good to
Hmm.
see if anyone's watching anything. So if you have to do a
Yeah,
reboot,
yeah,
and that's
yeah.
true, because
It is.
yeah, you don't want. I don't know. Most of us, we do it. It's not like we're running a paid services. All of us do
Hmm.
that. If you're running one of us, if you're wanting to do it for free, and someone that you don't want them to be in the middle of a movie, and all of a sudden you
Yeah.
reboot your
Boom.
server. So yeah, it's a neat little thing, and this is free. It does
Hmm.
have a paid where you can subscribe, you can give a donation.
Okay.
I don't think it has to be. It's not part of Plex Pass, but what I had to do was I did have to link my Plex to this particular thing, and you'll get
So
it off of GitHub. I think it was GitHub is where I had to get this, and
okay.
you manually have to update it. So one of the things about this is that when there's an update, it'll pop up.
Oh, okay. And then you have to update
So
that.
then you have to go to GitHub, download
Wow.
the exe thing, and then
Okay.
run it, and then it updates itself. So
Okay.
it's not an automated type of service, but it works well. I like the interface. I like the look of it. I
Yeah, I
like
like that look.
I like the way that, like I said, you can go through and look at some of the graphs and see. Like again, my server is very I don't have any people on my server, so
I got a
I
lot
don't
of them.
have the and look at, you can see active player me
Yeah. Yeah.
63 plays.
Uh-huh.
So you can see that not many people use it. So but people that do have a lot, you may want to check into that. This could be
Yeah,
a
I'm
very handy
definitely.
for you.
I'm checking this out tonight for sure.
The new GUI.
Oh
It's
yeah,
sup-
but the
it was
UI.
only the new GUI GUI. It was
Mhm.
only supposed to be for Apple and something else. Was it Apple?
Apple and Roku, maybe.
Okay, I think it Roku. So those were the two places that was supposed to be, but it seems like it's on our shields.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's on our shields. So let me try to pull it up here. Let me ditch this, you guys. Get rid of you. And I believe it's looking like I have the new interface on my shield, where it's showing content
When you click on
the
it.
way that it has. Let's see here. All right, so I can see it a little bit better.
Yeah.
So you're able to do like extended info type of idea, the actors and
Well, that was always there, but
okay.
My problem with it now is it looks great because like if you go up for some moment there, you see there it gives the the length of the movie and it'll give you
Yeah,
the rating. But
yeah,
when you go down, like like if you're using Plex and if you ever like say if you're watching Iron Man and if you go down, it will show you the other Iron Man movies that you have in the
yeah, yeah.
collection. For some reason, that doesn't show anymore
Oh,
now. You know what I mean? See, for that movie, it's showing something, but
well,
it
this
won't
is
show like
related. These are
oh
related
related.
movies.
That's
These are
related.
related.
Yeah, yeah. But normally, it would look for stuff that you have in a collection,
Yeah,
and it would show them there.
yeah,
And I'm just hoping maybe on the next update they'll
yeah.
fix something
Well,
like that.
we're gonna see. I know that I saw that it said there's gonna be some new updates to the GUI,
Hmm.
changes some things. So we may see some more changes to the Shield and some of the Android things. You may see some of the changes.
And
Yep.
another thing that you can go back and change it to the old way if you don't
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the
It was
new
because it
under
said
settings.
in hold on a second. Let me try to pull that up. Um, let me try to pull that up. Oh, dang it. I thought I saved that as a bookmark. Do you got it as a bookmark there, Alvin?
I don't. I did. I'm trying to see if you threw it out here on the side
Oh, here we go.
before.
Here I go.
Okay,
Here I go. Here I go. So
got to share it.
yeah. Let me go ahead and get rid of these other tabs and then pull it over here. Not you. Not you. Not you. Wait. Where did I? Hold
Patty,
on.
I just want to let Patty know. Yes, you make sure that your shield is updated, and then you should get that update for the GUI, because I know mine updated one day and then it said, oh well, we have the new GUI here for you, and it gave me the choice if I want to use it now. It told me that I can change it back to the other way also under settings.
All right. Let me remove that. Hold on a second. Let me try to share that one tab again.
Mhm.
Let's try to pull that up. Okay. So you see that, right?
Yeah, make it larger than the rest.
Get rid of us.
Yeah.
Look at Alvin doesn't want to be.
No.
All right. Let me make this bigger. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah. That's
Okay. So new modern UI. And again, I know that they changed the icons, and mine does have the icons. It was talking about also the change in the posters.
Yeah.
And maybe that does change a little bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's changing the poster, and yeah, like say like
And
you
I don't
look
see
at, like
what's.
you see that Wonder Woman one.
I
Now
don't have.
that
I don't have this. What's on now?
you can, yeah, it's a channel you can add.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have that on there.
Right.
So one of the things that so it says every change. So we got a different. You can opt into this. Most UIs you're in it. I mean, once they push the update, you're all along for the ride. There's no changing. This one does give you the option to actually update it. And as we said, the new modern one says that it's out for Roku and the Apple TV. Let's go down.
I know it said that.
See, I don't have this. Look at the
right.
movies. Yeah. So we don't have this, Alban, because we would have this. That's that Android TV shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
That movies watch list. So you're having that. Let's see. It has in here how to turn it on.
Yeah, it was right there. It
was right. It was right here.
Up higher.
No.
Yeah, right in there.
No. This ain't it. It's down here.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah. All right. If you've updated the latest version of Plex on your Apple TV Roku system, then you may automatically enable the modern UI.
Mm-hmm.
If not, you can turn it on manually. Just enter your Plex app settings, open experience menu, then set your content layout to modern. So you would go to Plex app, your settings, experience menu, content layout would be modern. And this make sure that both your app and your home background and details settings are set to artwork colors. And after alter the app / home background and details settings if you want less colorful app experience, and if you are trying to turn off the modern UI, just set your content layout back to classic. So the main thing is that your content layout is set to modern, and that is in the app settings open experience menu.
Right.
So that would be where you're going to want to find this. And right now, it seems like it's only in these two things. I have not seen that in mine, but it's going to be in the modern UI. And if you don't like it, again, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
You can go back to classic. So you're not forced, because how many people bitched about the new Android and the Android TV on the Shield? Oh my God. I mean, people, you thought that they were damn killing their firstborn.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my God. And so, but yeah, you can go back to the classic. I think that's a great idea for Plex to give you both options to be the classic or the new modern. Some people got to have the newest and the new. Some people are like, hey, give me the old, and I'm fine with it. It's not major changes, small changes to make it look a little bit different. And I want to say they got rid of movie fan art and they went with the posters or something like that.
They got rid of posters, that fan art.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I knew they got rid of one, added the other.
Yeah.
So
new some
stuff.
Some of the older movies, unless it just didn't update them yet, it still shows a poster instead of there's. I guess what it happens if it doesn't have any fan art, it stays to how it was before.
Probably, because you got to think about it. It's cached.
Yeah,
it caches those results.
Yeah.
So let's see. I was saving this for the end because I was thinking that I was going to save it for Blue's Corner, but she's not on.
She's not coming in.
I don't know.
Blue, we know you're out there.
We're going to talk about new movies.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about new movies. So we got the new, because we're at an hour and 30 minutes.
Oh,
so that gives us hey Alban.
Yeah.
You've been all over this mug. You've been all over this.
I'm sorry, man.
No, you're good. You're good, bro.
Let me just.
I like it. All right, so let me go ahead and share. Let's take a look at some of the new stuff.
Oh, you got a list of movies. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you wanted me to.
What do you think? Hey,
rookie
moves over here. Rookie moves.
I didn't know. When the hell did you have time to look at movies?
Well, I let Track do the work for me.
Oh. well, that's not where all movies.
No, but
there are things Track isn't showing you.
Okay, so if you've got other movies that Tracker's not talking about, we will talk about those movies that are not worth probably watching.
Right,
but
they're not worth
there's
watching.
probably some of these aren't worth watching either. So let's let's talk about. We are in an unprecedented time of new damn movies. There has been so many movies coming out, and between the movies and hitting the streaming sites, or you pay a little extra to be able to watch it. Snake Eyes just came out this week.
Yeah.
GI Joe Origins, Snake Eyes just came out this week. Stillwater just came out. Green Knight.
The Green Knight.
2 weeks ago was at the theaters. Maybe 3 weeks ago at the theaters. One of my neighbors went and saw it. Now it is available. Reminiscence.
Yeah.
Just dropped today. Sweet Girl just dropped today.
Yeah.
Jungle Book was what, 2 weeks ago?
Jungle Cruise, you mean?
Jungle Cruise. Yeah. Thank you. Jungle Cruise a couple weeks ago. Free Guy. I'm not going to count that because that's a cam. So let's not count that.
Oh, I thought it came out. I thought
I think it was a cam last time I looked. Hold on.
Sure?
Hold on. Here, let me. I'm gonna share with the group. Let me share with the class. Let me share with the class how. I'm gonna share with the class. This is how Dabs finds out if something's even on that's out.
Oh, what's your face?
So let's see. Let's share. See, hold on a second. I got to put. If I type, the site I'm looking for. I haven't saved. No, I haven't saved. I haven't saved on my Firefox.
Firefox, of course.
We're in Chrome. I don't use Chrome.
I know. Me neither do I.
Uh-oh. I heard something. We started talking about movies. Just showed up the movies. Okay.
I'm trying to pair up my laptop and I'm having issues. So
okay. Yep. Hold on. Let me get rid of this. Okay. So I'll give you. This is a Dabs exclusive, and I've talked about this in the past. Hold on a second. Chrome. Soon. Doom. All right. Hold on a second. Am I getting? All right. So, hey, babe, when you need to talk, unmute yourself because you have your laptop and your thing open, I'm getting like a feedback. Scene release. I've talked about this on Real to Brid, my Real to Brid video several times. Alban, you've probably seen it. I've talked about this. Bookmark this damn site, folks, because people say, oh, is it out on DVD or whatever? And I'll say, no, it's not even out. And they'll say, oh, well, so-and-so add-on has it. So let's go here. What did we say? It was Free Guy?
Free Guy.
Is it one word?
2 words.
You're right. Thank you. All right, so we're going to go Free Guy here. Okay, so what HD cam, HD cam, HD cam, H720 HD cam. So as you can see, there's add-ons going to have this because some add-ons will add this immediately because that's.
It's not the theater, but it wasn't released on HBO Max or Disney.
No, you're right. It wasn't released anywhere. So Free Guy was on that. We saw it on the list.
I wonder.
It was
not how much money.
Bookmark this, folks. You guys see it. Hold on a second. I'm gonna copy.
Put it in the,
I'm gonna put it over in the side chat.
Yeah.
You guys, please bookmark this because you guys are gonna ask, is this movie released? And I'm telling you, it's not. And people will say, no, I saw it. It's in a certain add-on.
I'm just wondering how these movies that are, in the movie theaters and aren't going to Disney or Hulu or any of this other junk, how they're going to do, because it's taking us longer to get them. You know what I mean?
They should do better.
Yeah.
Should, if people go to the theaters, but I still think there's still a lot of people. I would say a large population is still scared to go to the theaters.
Right. But my concern is then, you know, since it's going to take longer for us to get them more, since they're not going to go there. Where is this movie gonna? It's gonna just stay in the theater.
No,
You know,
no,
who's gonna get it for streaming?
At
true.
first,
I mean,
and then it'll release on DVD like it used to,
Right.
and then be everywhere, and then Netflix will pick it up like months and months later, probably. But DVDs will already be out. That's how we'll end up getting it.
Yeah. Okay.
GoPro Donnie says I get all my TV show content from Scene Release. And watch my Reel to Brid video, folks. And this is not just trying to plug. If you watch that Reel to Brid, you'll find Scene Release is great for if you're a person that has a Debrid account of whichever service. Is great. It gives you information as well as can get you the content. And it even has magazines. Alban, have you seen where they got freaking magazines
Yeah.
on that site? I
Mhm.
was like, magazines?
Yeah.
But yeah, you can get that. So,
Yep.
but yeah, even though you'll see some of these add-ons will have it listed and tracked, as we see right here, tracked. A
Mhm.
lot of add-ons, when it goes popular, they're pulling this list. They're pulling
Yeah.
this list. So Free Guy is going to be on everyone's lists for
Right.
popular. Now it's going to be the HD cam. There's no
Mhm.
DVD rip of this. So
Yeah.
it is what it is on that. So
Yeah.
I'm not watching cams.
No, me neither.
No, I don't care. People say, oh, it's a good cam. No, I'll wait
No.
because cam quality, the picture might be okay, but the sound is always shit.
Mhm.
So let's talk about the new movies that are out. Again, a bunch of new movies have just loaded because a lot of studios held on to these movies.
Mhm.
I mean, there's a lot of movies that held on.
And if you notice in a lot of the newer movies that are coming out, not saying the blockbuster movies, but you know, some of the more mid-level movies, you'll see like you know, either the movie that everyone is going to be wearing masks in it or they're not. You know what I mean? And that's how you can really tell the difference. Believe it or not, you know, I see it in a lot of movies. You know, they're filming in a restaurant or something, and you know, the waiters and waitresses have on masks, and some of them they don't. You know.
True. Hey, so you guys, what is it that you guys, what is the movie that is out or that's in amongst this mix that we have right here? And I know Blue's pick. I know what she's going to pick come October. But in this mix of what we have right here,
She's
what are
picking the
some
same
of the?
thing I'm picking.
Yeah, I know you are. So what is in this mix that you guys like? That is something like some of your thoughts of like because we've like I said, a lot of movies are all popping out right now.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna mute myself so maybe then I don't get feedback about Blue.
I know I was really stoked for the Green Knight, but I'm hearing it's really boring. But I like whole King Arthur Camelot stuff and his knights and stuff. And that's Gawain, I believe. So I'm still gonna watch it no matter what. Snake Eyes I've seen.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it could have been better. Annette, I want to see Annette. Is that on your
Yeah.
list right?
It's on my list, but I don't think it's on his list right
Yeah.
there.
I want to see that. And
Yeah.
Reminiscence, new Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, that one's on there.
And then Girl with Jason Momoa, I think came out on Netflix today.
How about Stillwater?
That I just got. So
How about Stillwater? Do you want to watch that?
Water, I got that too. Not what I'm okay.
Oh, okay.
Not Damon, but we'll see, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I tend to be disappointed lately. I'm still waiting for some kick-ass.
Yeah.
I did end up second round of the Suicide Squad. I loved it. I laughed my head off the whole thing.
That's on our. You did your homework for Player Pass.
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
That's our movie for the week after next. This coming week we have our award show.
Season 3.
Season 3.
Yeah, I remember to do that.
Yeah.
So Annette came out today, and I looked at. I glanced at the trailer. I
love
watched.
Ever love him.
I'm sorry, I was struggling when I was watching. When I saw the trailer, I'm struggling. I'm like, I'm not sure if this is the type of movie I want to watch.
I think it's gonna be weird. It's just weird. It's supposed to be weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
So
I mean, for Christ's sakes.
hey, Shinobi, I don't think anybody has updated super favorites. Just as a little tidbit. I don't think so. So
You missed
what you think? What you said was gonna be weird.
Weird. Why do you think I married you?
Oh.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up.
So let's see. Let's take a look.
Bell?
Which one of you, out of all those, have you seen them all already? All the new ones? No, not
Who,
quite
me?
all.
Me?
I want to see Joe Bell though.
Yeah,
Joe Bell
Joe
sounded
Bell
good.
looked really good.
It's not on the list though.
It's not on the list, right?
He is the
It's
cover
out.
for Bell and the cover for Stillwater.
They
The
look
dude,
the same.
it's exactly the same. Dirty old hats.
Yeah. Yeah.
I downloaded Reminiscence today, and today the 4K, of course. I grabbed the 4K of that, and I grabbed the 4K of Snake Eyes because I thought there's only Green Lantern, Green Knight.
Green Knight.
These three I grabbed the 4K versions because I know that Blue will not get them, so I have to get them on my own. So
No, they're taking up that much space.
Nope, I hear you, Blue.
Only 13 gigs. Shut up. It's not that much.
It is a lot.
13 gigs. So, but yeah, we've got. I mean, there's been a lot of new movies. Sweet Girl.
Yeah.
I
Jason
don't
Momoa.
know. Yeah, I saw there were some mixed reviews. Some people said they really were bothered by the ending of it.
Oh,
I haven't watched it, but I saw a headline said the ending bothered people if you didn't watch it till the very, very end. There was parts of it that were disturbing. I don't know.
Great.
Maybe it doesn't end good, and that always messes up a movie. Like say somebody dies that you don't want to die. You know, I don't know.
remember Ladder 49? Do you guys remember that one?
Yeah.
And it was
That was
like
a fire department thing.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
not. It was 11, wasn't it? Just had to do with. Did it have to do with 9/11?
I don't think it did.
But anyways, yeah, the whole movie, you're like, you got this people you're cheering for, and then the guy dies. It's like, oh my god, all that for that.
Yeah.
All right, so honey, this is from the beach. Watched 11 minutes of Annette and turned it off.
In all honesty, I'm finding 99% of the time that DeBeach and I 100% disagree on stuff. So anytime something's good, I'm gonna watch it.
Green Knight put me to sleep. Thomas Coward.
Yeah.
Or Conward. I'm sorry. Conward said Green Knight put him to sleep. I've heard that from multiple people about Green Knight. That it's a slow movie.
Wow.
But critics love it, so I don't know.
Yeah, but critics love a freaking musical, and I can't stand a musical.
Yeah, I don't mind a musical, so I'm okay with it. Critics loved Mandy, though. That one I did have a problem with. I love
another one. I was like, hey, I did watch Pig.
How'd you like it?
I watched Pig. I didn't dislike it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Nicolas Cage. I normally would say Nicolas Cage. If Nicolas Cage is in a movie, I hate it. Right. It sucks. It's terrible. This movie, it was different. I did laugh at the Fight Club scene. I found that a little humorous because I'm like, really? So is this like the waiter that's pissed off because the chef is an asshole? Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing there. Nicolas Cage didn't have to stretch on this character. He kind of reminded me a little bit of Bruce Willis. Doesn't have to act much. Yeah. Just acts the same. Just the whole movie. Yeah. There's no range. Right. But different story. I thought it was interesting to watch. But she said, "Whoop, goodbye." So not a bad movie. Not a bad movie. Definitely different. So worth watching.
There's another movie that Nicolas Cage is doing that's supposed to be coming out, believe it or not.
Look at.
Oh,
I like what it says. It was different. A nice way of saying that it sucked. I mean, no, it didn't suck. I mean, I would have said it sucked. It just, I mean, no, it wasn't here. But I guess I was waiting for something in it, and I did. I thought that was interesting near the end with his memory. I thought that was interesting part.
You like too that every time he was like met somebody and they would talk and talk and talk and talk, and at the end he wouldn't ask any questions. He'd just say, "Where's my pig?"
Yeah, that was. Yeah, where's my pig?
Where's my pig?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a terrible movie. So I'd give it like a 6. If I was on a 1 to 10, I give it a 6. So if you got some time and you're like, yeah, I'll watch it. It's not a, oh my God, this was a waste of my time. No, it was okay.
There's worse out there.
Oh yeah, we've seen plenty worse.
Yeah.
I mean, DeBeach would say Memento was worse. So
yeah,
Memento was good.
Yeah.
It was great.
You just had to think. You did a lot of thinking on that.
Yeah, too much thinking.
See if there's anything lately that I've seen that I loved.
You know what I watched that actually, Blue, you might like that also, is Jet. The new show Jet with
Jet?
With the girl that from that milkshake movie we watched,
okay.
Cara
The redhead?
Huh?
The redhead?
Yeah, was she red? Yeah. Cara Guarino or something like that.
Karen Gillan.
No, Cara. Is it Cara or?
It's Karen Gillan. The redhead?
Okay. No, then she wasn't the redhead then. The other one who stayed
Carla
back.
Gugino?
Carla Gugino. Yeah, her.
How do you remember all these names? There is no way.
Yeah.
I have no idea who the hell these people are.
Yeah.
You know who Carla Gugino is.
Yeah,
no, I probably, if I looked at her, I'd be like, oh,
if
yeah.
you look
I
at it,
remember
you'll
her.
say, okay, I'll watch this.
I remember her.
Yeah, you should watch it.
Sex.
Yeah, for the sex and for the boobs. He'll watch that show. And you'll watch it all in one sitting.
Well, I remember the first time Todd started watching Handmaid's Tale, and he's like, I don't know if I can do this. And he's like, oh, I'm looking now. There was a good sex scene.
Yep.
And I told her, I said, they're smart. They throw in a little sex scene about every time I get bored with that show.
Yeah.
I throw a sex scene. I'm like, oh, okay, you got me. All right, you got me for a couple episodes. And hey, what was that blind one on Apple TV with Jason Momoa? Did the same damn thing. Did the same damn thing. They tricked you on the first 2 episodes, and then the rest of them sucked. The rest of the episodes sucked. The first 2, great.
I never did watch all that. I lost interest.
If you saw the first 2,
I still lost interest.
all right. So Thomas says, Coming for the King just started, got kicked out, need help. Why? You are gonna get. You're welcome for getting kicked out of Coming for the King. I watched. All right, I watched about 15 minutes of that.
I had to force myself to watch the whole thing. Because
Did you? No, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Listen, if it went on the list and I said, okay, I gotta watch it, I tortured myself.
All right, so let me tell you guys. Picture this in your mind. I have my Samsung S3. Okay? My Samsung S3, and I said, you know what? I think I could be I think I could be a director. I think I can make a movie. And I go and I say, hey, Jim, you want to be in a movie? He's like, I ain't got nothing else to do because I ain't working because it's a pandemic. Joey, you ain't doing nothing either. No, I ain't doing nothing either because I ain't working. It's a pandemic. You guys want to make a movie? Yeah, we'll make a movie. All right. Hey, this corner right here, that right there. All right, this is what you're going to say. This is what you're going to say. Kind of have a Dr. King talk like you a preacher, kind of have a little twang, like you're a Southern preacher. Can you do that? Yeah, I can do that. All right, go. And then, so they're filming it. And what was funny is, so he's filming. He's filming guy number 1. I can't hardly hear guy number one.
Uh,
It sounds like he's like 4 miles away. I can't hear him. But then when he's looking at guy number two, because it goes from one to the other, they edit it. Oh, I can hear that guy perfect. And then back to this guy, I can't hardly hear him. Back to this one. And then why did every single one have them have a cigarette? You had the fake guy with the southern accent. He's like, you gonna tell me that Dr. King gonna do babe? And he's got this fake draw. And I'm like, that is so bad. And he's like, well, you're coming out of the closet. And blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my. And I'm like, I can't do this because I ain't lying. It's like he grabbed his buddies and said, we're going to make a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the Beach and his buddies.
Yeah. Oh, it was the Beach's movie was an Academy Award winner.
Better, yeah.
Academy Award winner.
Much better. Definitely much better.
No, seriously. If you watch the Beach's movies, which we have, and Hit was Academy Award winner compared to this. I don't know.
It was
it bothered me.
I'm so sorry. I put it on. It made the list because I didn't even watch it before it hit the list, and I'm like, oh my god. Once I started watching, I couldn't retract it.
Hey, no, I'm telling you, the King is coming, or was it King is coming, or King cometh the King, coming the King, coming of the King,
coming of the King, no, coming for the King.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I know, and maybe this was a brand new guy a kid that's in art school or wants to go to art school. I'll say that. I don't even think he's in art school. I think he wants to be in art school. It's like, I'm gonna make a movie, and I'm like looking at him, and there's like the crack in the wall, and he's there was so many things. Like, I can't look at it.
That too.
The crack. I'm like, couldn't you patch that up? Put a little mud like in the crack where the wall there's a wall that comes together, and there's like a crack in the plaster. I'm like, that bugs me. And I'm not even hearing the guy because I'm like, somebody needs to put a little mud right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, babe. Yeah.
Two things I want to mention. I don't know if I don't think we mentioned it last week. I'm not sure if we did or not. What If? Disney Plus has a show called What If.
Yep.
Now it's animated, and it is basically, the first episode was what if Peggy Carter was Captain America. And the second one, I haven't watched it yet, but it's T'Challa became Star-Lord. And the first one was fantastic. It was really good. And the other day, somebody put me onto in one of the chat groups. There is a Star Wars anime coming out. I think there's maybe eight or 10 episodes, and I think each episode is done by a different director. So it's different styles of anime, kind of like how Love, Sex, and Robots was.
Oh yeah, yep.
But it all looks animated though. It doesn't look so much computer generated, but it's Star Wars, and it's called Star Wars Visions, I believe. And it looks fantastic if you're a Star Wars fan, which I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
And like you said, What If? So for people that have not seen What If you've seen Loki, hopefully that gives you. If you've seen Loki, where we have different timelines, that's where Disney says, hey. Yeah, different timelines and totally different things could happen. That's the idea of that show.
Very cool. If one thing
that can go a long ways.
It would be totally
Spider-Verse, was it Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse? The same idea. It's same idea of where it can go.
Well, What If was a comic? I remember reading the comics when I was a kid. I still have a bunch of them of the What If set. What if?
It's like you almost forget that it's animated because it's so good. Like, it's just the moves in it. Like, it's Peggy Carter, pretty damn cool. Tell you that.
Yeah.
First one was great, so I'm like, can't wait for all of them.
Yeah, it's gonna be I think it's gonna be they can go a long ways with that. I mean, you could take. There's so many things that they're going to be able to branch off of that, and again, I think that Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse was the same idea. The Loki, great. Because like if you watch Loki and you get to the later where there's all those different Lokis, it's like, all right. So not to spoil nothing, but one's a
no.
All right.
Some people haven't gotten that far yet.
Well, I'm just gonna say
Loki's good.
it goes all over the place.
Yeah.
No,
Loki,
Loki was good.
Patty, it gets really good.
Yeah.
It starts off
Yeah.
real weird, and then but it's weird the
Yeah.
whole way through. But it's a
Yeah,
good weird.
yeah, it was a good show.
what I liked about it, it wasn't the same. What
Yeah.
I liked about it, it wasn't your cookie cutter. It wasn't your
That's
cookie
cool,
cutter
'cause
Marvel.
WandaVision was so weird.
Yeah, Wanda, I wasn't a fan of Wanda.
Oh, I love that. Then Falcon Winter Soldier
Yeah.
was more gritty, darker, like more normal, and then Loki is way out there.
Yeah.
It's neat.
Yeah.
They're doing so many different genres. I like that. They're not sticking to the Marvel cookie cutter thing for each of them.
Yep. And again, some people are gonna like it, and some people aren't. And again, like Shinobi don't like it. Patty's struggling with it. I liked it. I was kind of like on the fence, but I liked it because it was different. And I was like, okay, I like this. I always liked Owen Wilson. When him and Jackie Chan, weren't they in Jackie Chan and him?
Oh yeah, Shanghai Noon.
Shanghai. Oh my gosh, them two.
Movies.
Those were Tyler's favorite movie. Shanghai Noon was like, oh my gosh, he'd watch that constantly. He'd watch it over and over and over. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that. So to me, Loki was good because I liked it that it was different. And to me, it took it a different direction.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, they could go a different direction with this.
Yeah, it was neat. I like what Disney's doing with it. I like all the different, like I said, the different genres, and I'm so excited about that animated Star Wars. Bring it. Yeah. Like, I mean, you had Clone Wars and whatever, but I mean, the fact that each episode is a different style is freaking cool.
Yeah, and I did like the Netflix, but Death, Sex, and Robots, or what it's called. Love, Sex,
Robots.
I knew there's sex was in there, but I got that part. I couldn't remember that. I couldn't remember whatever, but the sex was in there. So, but yeah, I enjoyed that was because it was the different. I'm just messing because I love the different animation, and you know, you being a Star Wars nerd, and I love you, but you'll wear that badge in a minute.
I'm okay with that.
And you're like, oh, I watched it where they did the timeline of the Clone Wars, and it was the TV shows and the movies and the animated, and it was like all jammed.
I got a 4-hour. What was the last one? Revenge of the Sith? No, Revenge of the Sith. Is that the last one? My brain's rotten. Anyways, somebody fan made. Took that whole movie and combined it with a crap load of stuff from Clone Wars animated series.
Oh, wow.
The original Clone Wars and then the Clone Wars. And it's 4 hours long and it is so good. Like, it is so good. Like, especially if you've watched the Clone Wars series all the way up to season 7. Oh my God. It was like, oh, I'm never watching the original ever again. I'll watch that from now on.
Thomas, take care, Thomas. Thank you for hanging out with us. But yeah, you watched that. I mean, you were like, that was a mash. Do you remember what that was called?
What do you mean?
That the Clone Wars.
They called it the Mandalorian cut or something like that. Even though there's no Mandalorian in it, so I never did understand that. But it's really good. Like, it's really good quality considering somebody cut it up with a bunch of cartoon stuff, you know. And if anybody's interested in it, hit me up on Telegram and I can probably send you a link for it.
Yeah. So it's a great, she definitely, and she's one of the ones that will binge watch every episode of something right in a row.
Titans right now, buddy. I'm on the last episode.
And I'm like, no, I saw that 2 years ago. I'm good. She's like, no, we need to watch that. You need to watch that. Start all over again. No, I don't. I'll start with season 3. I'm like Alban.
I'll do what I do.
I'm like Alban. I'll see the last episode of last season to remind me of what went on,
what happened,
and then I'm back. Or I don't need to go back and watch season 1 and season 2
it's
again.
like having an extra long movie. It's like watching Lord of the Rings. I could just watch the second one before watching the third, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to watch all 12 hours of the extended cut in one sitting.
Oh God!
No,
that's why you don't have time to watch anything else, Blue.
Yeah, that's why. I'll be like, oh, we got to do a show tonight. I don't
Yeah,
want to. Titans.
I gotta watch a 2-hour movie when I've done watched 12
You
hours
know
of
about-
Lord of the Rings because
Now, you know
someone
what?
talked
Now
about this
Now you
episode.
got me thinking. I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Lord of the
Oh,
Rings.
God.
So,
You
all
gotta
right.
be
So,
kidding me.
I can't wait for the series.
yeah, Shinobi loves Sex and Robots. A great.
Thank you.
I liked it because it was so different. Each episode different.
First season was better than the second, in my opinion.
True, but there wasn't as many episodes in the second season
That's true
as
too.
first season,
should
so
have
they had
more.
more to work with. But definitely both seasons were good. So definitely something to watch. All right, so we'll go ahead and roll out of here because we're at 2 hours, and then we'll just go to the after show and whoever wants to join in. And again, we're limited to 10 people. If I have to step away from the computer, if you join and I'm not able to let you in the room, then you'll just have to kind of chill while I go pee or get me some food, whatever. But I will we will have that set up, and yes, Blue and I will be burning up a laser. The laser lens will be burned up. Probably will definitely before the 2-year warranty is over.
I'll probably try to do the majority of my major binge watching on Todd's 4K TV. But when we're doing like
OLED
movie,
LG
projector.
name brands, you know. Hey, and DeBeach says, "Oh, he's about name brand snob." So, but no,
sense there, dude.
Yeah, we are. That Hisense looks really good. That Hisense looks
Yeah.
really good for
reviews.
Yeah, that ultra short throw
Yeah.
with the screen.
It comes with the screen, yeah.
That's hard to argue that.
It
That
is
is hard. And it's got good reviews. So
it's like $3,000 for it, and then the screen's another $1,000. So
yeah,
that's pretty much what you pay for every other one that's kind of in the same class.
Yeah. So all right. So Blue, anything you want to say before we go? Anything you want to throw it out to the people before we head out?
Like I said, if anybody is a Star Wars fan that wants that 4-hour long thingy, let me know. I can send it to you. It's so good.
Yeah, if you got 4 hours. Aubin.
I mean, there are other people like me out there. I mean, you two aren't, obviously, but I know a lot of other people like to binge like I do.
But it's one thing to binge something, but it's another thing to binge the same thing over and over. Okay?
I'm still okay with that. I want
talk about me being a hoarder. At least I'm watching something different.
For me, it's like if you only start with like the last episode of last season, you're not getting the whole story. It's like,
but I already got the story.
Like watching a movie from the middle. I want to see the whole movie.
I got the story up to then. You know, that's why the actors have a break. Okay,
but if you if you watched a movie and you liked it and you want to rewatch it again, are you?
I'll rewatch a movie. Yeah.
Or are you gonna start from the beginning?
No, that's a movie.
No,
I'm talking about a TV show.
That's my comparison. Is that for me? It's like TV shows are like a long movie.
Oh no, not to me.
Yeah,
not to me. Because they jump all over the place. The TV show
depends on the show.
Yeah. You know what? You like old stuff, and you don't mind binging old stuff. So I'm feeling pretty good about our marriage. I'm feeling like it's probably gonna be pretty good. Because I am pretty old, and she wants the same old thing. She wants the same old thing over and over. So, yeah, it's a little twist there. All right, Aubin, anything you want to say before we go?
Please jump into the player pass room, and you could get a ballot so you can see the movies that we're gonna vote on Wednesday show this week. Feel free to to get one, jump in the show and check it out. That'll be Wednesday at 5 p.m. What else? There's UFC.
UFC. I think. Start with a G. What's his name? Starts with
Gain.
Cyril
Gain?
No. Hold on a second. I saw his name in the sports section of.
But I don't even remember.
What's his name? Hold on a second.
I'm checking right here now. Okay, we got Jared Cannonier against Kevin Gastelum.
Gastelum.
Yeah,
Gastelum. Yeah.
yeah,
I had the G. I was like,
yeah,
I remember seeing G.
yeah.
Gastelum. So yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Yeah, I'll watch it.
I don't know who else is fighting in it, but
There's Clay
so
Guida.
he'll hung with us the whole freaking time.
Does
Hey,
he
so
always-
he'll just come on the show.
Yeah, man. You definitely, man.
So he'll just come on the show because we're talking a guy that was here an hour before the show started. And he's here at 2 hours. And so he's been hanging with us for over 3 hours.
Yeah.
Just saying. So yeah, he needs to come hang with us or jump in the Telegram and jump in the after show. Then because the thing about the after show, it'll get your feet wet.
Yeah.
And you get comfortable. I mean, Alban, took a little while, and look at we warmed him up.
Yeah. Too much.
Yeah, he gets mad if I don't send him the link. He's like, "Hey, where you at? What do you mean?
This guy.
What do you mean he's not having a show today? Oh, damn day off."
I ain't on no Twitter,
So, all right. So, thanks for everyone joining. Thank you, Alban. Miss Blue, thank you for coming and hanging out with us because I know that you like to talk movies. So, I'm glad you joined us for that section.
That was funny. I actually just jumped on there and I said, "Hi, everybody." And then I looked and you had a bunch of movies. Here we go.
Yeah, I saved it. You said save it till the end.
Yeah.
I saved it till the end.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you for
Plex too when you weren't here for that.
Yeah, you weren't here for that, but it's all right.
Well, you know more about that than I do now.
Oh no, you know more about it than us because I was hoping you would have explained to everyone about your new.
We talked about Tatalui or Tatalui.
But that's different from the other thing there. The other app there now that you're
Supersonic?
Yeah. No. What was it?
No, not Supersonic.
No.
Sonicplex. So all right, so we'll let them talk about that at the end. So we'll go ahead and roll out here because we're at 2 hours 15 minutes.
Oh, sorry.
So thanks for you guys joining us. Watch the UFC fight. Watch us next Wednesday for Player Pass for season 3, which is just a recap. We're going to recap the movies. Join the Telegram Player Pass group, and we have Alban created ballots where you can do your favorite movies for different categories. We're just going to have fun, talk about the movies that we watched, the 20 movies that we watched last season, and talk about the best, the worst, all those kind of things. Fun times. So thanks for everyone joining us. Thanks for everyone hanging out with us for 2 hours. Every Friday, it's great to have a good time just to chit chat. And I will post the link in the Streaming Matters group. You guys jump in, and once we get to 10, you have 10, and then as people drop out, you might be able to get in. That's all I got.
Ambi was the name of it.
Huh?
Ambi.
Yeah.
Oh, that I talked about last week?
No, you didn't.
Ambi?
No, you didn't talk.
I did. Wait, maybe I didn't? Yeah,
No,
I did.
you.
Didn't I?
No, I don't think so. Dabs, you remember?
About being able to give requests to your Plex?
Don't ask me.
Yeah. I don't remember her doing it on the show.
All right, sorry. Maybe next week.
Yeah.
Maybe we did. Yeah. I think we talked about that after show. So I think it was in the after show. The other thing that I will mention that I'm going to do some videos on my Cocoscope channel, and I will do one video review of a IPTV service a week. I'm going to try to go through because people ask me all the time what IPTV service you suggest, this and that. Alban and I we've checked out numerous ones. Neither one of us are a reseller. Neither one of us have affiliate links. Neither one of us are benefiting financially off of any of this stuff. So what my hope is that I can do one video a week on a service. You'll be able to look at it, see the channels, and have information, and then you can check it out. I will do one service a week because I want to be fair to each service each week. Because I don't want to jam out 4 or 5 videos in 1 week. I want it to be one, and then the next week another one. So keep an eye on my Cocoscope and look for that. I do have one. I hope to knock it out on Sunday. I've got to check the service out and show you that. So We'll see if you have a service that you'd like to have on that particular series. Let me know, and I can try to look at it and post it out there for people to check out. We'll see how that goes. So thanks for joining us, Blue. You're getting ready to laugh. Okay. All right. So thanks. Streaming matters to us because streaming matters to us. Streaming matters to us because streaming matters to us. No. Streaming matters to us because streaming matters to you. And yeah, whatever. I don't. You know what? I need
like, share, subscribe.
No,
okay?
I don't. I have not at the point of not giving two shits yet. Give me a minute or two more beers. Two more beers.
Everyone, it's gonna be a good night. Okay.
All right. We'll see y'all in the after show.